Hi there, I'm Justin Pritchard, and recently I was driving this all-new Toyota Corolla Hatchback, which I thought was pretty excellent, and you can read or watch my full take on that vehicle down at the links in the description below. But for this particular video, I want to focus on just one specific part of that car, and that is the manual transmission. So enjoy the video. Don't forget to click on the like, subscribe, and notify icons down below so you never miss a new one, and we'll see you at the ending. So here it is, the new Corolla Hatchback, and my goodness, what a mean little mug this thing's got going on. Might be one of the best looking cars in this segment right now, and that's thanks in no small part to that face. And behind that face is this new 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, which has a very sporty sounding name whipped up by the marketing department, who calls it the Dynamic Force Power Plant. That might be a little misleading. You can check out my full review at the link to see why. The 168 horsepower from that engine go to the front wheels by way of this 6-speed manual transmission, which is really good, and specifically for a few key reasons. Clutch first. The pedal action is light without being mushy or vague or squishy, and it's relatively precise too, despite how light it is. Nothing remarkable to note about the travel or hinging or action of the clutch pedal. It's just mostly light and easygoing and precise, while offering enough feedback and effort to keep you from feeling like you've stepped in a pile of coleslaw, but also not so labor-intensive it'll wear you out in traffic. So I think the enthusiast driver and manual transmission veteran will both find this setup feels pretty good, and everyone else will probably think the same. For the vast majority of us, this seems to have everything you'd want about the way that a clutch could feel, and nothing much that you don't. And the shifter, like the clutch, it's light and precise and easygoing. There's a light but solid and dense thunk into each gear. The throw is a touch on the long side, but without feeling overly vague or sloppy, and the setup might require you to get your arm involved from time to time, but mostly you can just shift this one with a finger or two and a flick of the wrist. And most notably, and this is the big thing for more novice manual transmission drivers, the clutch and shifter feel nicely tuned off of one another. Or put another way, you sort of sense the way that the shifter wants to be handled by the feel of the clutch, and you sort of sense the way that the clutch is best worked by the way the shifter feels. It's easy and forgiving, but not at the expense of a proper shifter and clutch feel. This demonstrates some extra careful fine-tuning of the feel of this whole setup by whoever designed it, and if you're learning to drive a manual, it's likely you'll find a setup like this less frustrating and easier to get into the swing of. And simply that's because you'll quickly and easily feel out the correct rhythm between your right arm and left foot for smooth shifting, and when you do, you'll find that rhythm feels very natural and easy to repeat consistently. The gist, if you are a manual transmission veteran, you'll find that this feels really good. If you're a manual transmission enthusiast who appreciates a sporty clutch feel that doesn't give you a leg workout in traffic, you'll find that this feels pretty good. And if you're learning the stick for the first time, you'll learn this one very quickly and with minimal frustration, and then you'll find it feels pretty good. And elsewhere, you can turn on auto rev matching with this IMT button if you like, which gives you perfectly rev matched downshifts every time to impress your pals. And this car has a great interior. The entire spectrum of driving dynamics are as nicely dialed in as the clutch and shifter, and the main weakness is the small cargo hold. And for full details on all of that and more, go check out my full review video at the link below. Thanks for watching. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video as much as I enjoyed creating it. My name is Justin Pritchard, and until next time, take care and drive safe.